SRK Survival coming at you with another awesome gear. This is going to be an overview, so not quite a review because I haven't used the piece of gear enough. But I wanted to introduce it to you guys and give you my first impressions while I'm out enjoying the woods. As of late, last week it was around 0 degrees, -4 before the wind chill, and that's when I did that crazy stuff with the mask, and I was all kitted up for, you know, the Arctic here in Ohio, which is pretty unusual for this area. So just getting out and enjoying the 60+ degree difference in weather. I love the cold, but I also love this kind of weather. So I'm gonna enjoy this while it lasts until we go back to the 20s, and we'll see. So let's dive right in. All right, so this piece of gear right here is the Hill People Gear Koya. It is their largest pack within the Hill People Gear line. It's around a 90-liter capacity, and then you add some sort of pocket on the back, plus maybe one of their sill nylon stuff sacks on the top, and you've got a pretty serious capacity for gear when you're going out into the great outdoors. Now, most of you guys probably won't need that. There's a lot of ultralighters out there, or people that, you know, are used to 30 or 40-liter packs. So this is kind of designed for the extended trip, maybe into the really cold weather, or, you know, someone that just likes to carry a lot of crap, which would be me. The Koya is structured pretty much like the Ute, but just longer. The actual frame itself is structured like any other Hill People Gear pack. The shoulder straps are the same. The waist belt is the same. This pack, as well as the Ute, I would recommend, and Hill People Gear recommends, having the Prairie belt, not the Recon harness. Because, for two reasons. A, the amount of, you know, the weight, and B, the staves in this frame need to connect to the belt. Okay, they ride in there, and they are supported by this belt, and it marries it all together around your lumbar area. So you need to have the Prairie belt. Moving along, these staves are, I'm not 100% on this, but I believe they're 24-inch staves, maybe 27. So they give an extra between 4 and 6 inches. I know that's not exact. I'm going to put the exact numbers down below. So for someone that's taller like myself, well, relatively, you know, I'm 6 feet tall. So anybody that's 6 feet tall, 5'11" plus, you're going to want, this pack is going to be more ideal for you than the Ute. Even though the capacity might be a little much for you, it's very compressible, just like all the other Hill People Gear packs. So you don't have to pack it out. As long as you're disciplined, and just because you have more room doesn't mean you're going to use it. So this is better for taller people. It has 3 compression straps on each side that connect and pull everything into the frame sheet. There's a lot of straps going on. So what I like the web dominators to put them on there, and all the straps are squared away. Have generous wand pockets for tools, rifle. The Canteens works really well. They do have a drainage hole on the bottom of these, in case, you know, it's pouring down rain, and, you know, so the water can drain. On the top here, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a tab, which is great to hold on to when you're manipulating the zippers, but you can also put shock cord through these 2 tabs, and you can cinch it down more up top. Or, you know, to secure maybe a rifle, you want some more security up here to keep it in place. So you can put some shock cord or paracord with some different plastic hardware that is going to help, you know, secure that rifle more. Moving around the back, I've got the admin pocket. Pretty excited to review that in the future. I don't really need more space with this Koya, but for me the admin pocket is exactly what it sounds like, for admin stuff, for little items that this pack isn't necessarily going to organize. So through the admin pocket on the back, got my first aid kit, paracord, you know, for my bear bag, electronics, map, compass, headlamp, all the small stuff that I can get to fairly quickly right in here. Pretty neat. On the bottom, more compression straps. Got a tarp on the bottom to A, protect the pack, and B, it's a casualty blanket. I keep saying tarp, but it's a casualty blanket to use as my ground cloth, my ground sheet in my teepee, or if someone needs, you know, help, you know, treating a casualty, what it's for originally, can do that. It's really easy to get to. I just like to have it there. Typical. I know it's kind of hard to see, it's not zoomed in, but for tools, put an ice axe back there, snow shovel, whatever you can think up, you can put it there. Side note on the admin pocket, it does have another place to secure, you know, maybe a small jacket, a small tarp on the admin pocket itself, because if you're a hill pooper gear junkie like me, you already know that this can turn into a pack, little tiny pack with the pocket harness. So it's pretty neat. This side mirrors the other side, believe it or not, big surprise. Now the top is a little bit different than the ute. Okay, you have a small, I guess you'd call it brain, up here. So a little bit more organization when it comes to that, but it's not too high that it flops around everywhere. I really like it. There's an access point, dual zippers. You can open it up from either side. Open and close it from either side. Really good zippers. Awesome. Now, inside. It's one large bucket, minus one feature. Flip it around, yet again, right here. Okay. I like this more than the Molly. It's a little bit more lightweight, and there's a lot of different pockets you can put up here, and they're easily taken off, just like you saw there. I've got the Hill People Gear tool roll, works really well. Right on the top, you know, it's good for a first aid kit or whatever, you know, very easily accessible right away from the top. Everybody knows where your first aid kit's at. It works really well. Or, like I did, put it in the admin pocket, somewhere where it's accessible. That's the pro tip for you for today. First aid kit, waterproof, red, easily accessible, everybody knows where it's at. And then you've got your pass through for a hydration bladder, which I don't use because every single one I've ever used leaks. It's gonna leak, folks. If it hasn't for you yet, just give it time. It's going to. And then you can remember, SRK, survival, tried to warn you. But other than that, that's pretty much the Koya in a nutshell. Reasons I really like it. It's more comfortable for my height. Okay? Most of the weight, I can feel more of the weight being transferred to my lumbar rather than my shoulders. On the way down here, this probably is in the high 30s range right now because I don't have it packed out with all my food and everything. So I didn't feel it at all. You know, I didn't hike very far, but the weight carries a lot better with this than the ute. Ute's a good pack, don't get me wrong. If you're shorter, the ute's probably going to work for you, or you really don't need any more than 60 liter capacity, then maybe the ute's for you. What was happening with me, I had the ute for winter. There just wasn't enough room, so I was putting stuff all over the outside. I like having my stuff squared away, and having stuff hanging off my pack is just not cool. Another issue I was having was the pack system itself when I had the ute. So I had the ute, the Connor pack, the Connor pocket, and the M2016 butt pack added to my ute. That ended up weighing a lot more than I was willing to carry for the pack system than this. I'm going to put the weights down below of all those things, the Connor pocket, the M2016 butt pack, the Ute, and then we'll compare it to this, okay? So check down in the description below for that. Overall, this pack is great. There's not too much organization, so you're going to have to customize it yourself, which I personally like. Carries weight very well, puts it into your lumbar. Looks really cool, which is number one in my book. Always look cool. That's pretty much it for the Hill People Gear Koya. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for future videos. Thanks for watching. This is SRK Survival. We'll see you next time. This guy likes the Hill People Gear Koya too.